Hello, welcome. Hello? That's always fun. When you go live, you never know what to expect. I just got a call. I probably need to call that person back right away. Anyway, that's what happens when you go live. Welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. My name is Jamie. I am a certified Reiki master and self-proclaimed spiritual maestro. I view myself as a conductor of all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. I am coming in here today to discuss the fact that today in the Mayan Galactic Calendar that I follow for this red self-existing moon year from, let's see, it was from July 26th to 2022, and it goes until July 25th, 2023, when we have the day out of time, which is a pretty interesting concept in and of itself. Today is the red Overtone Skywalker day. We are flowing through a red moon wave spell. I'm going to be honest, this is the first wave spell that I've sort of been re-energized to really stay in the Mayan Galactic Calendar flow. And I am capitalizing on that because it's one of the things that I want to bring to this channel is more information about that. I feel like there's not a ton of information about the Mayan Galactic Calendar and the energetics that exist. The 13 tones and the 20 tribes. And I'm just sort of seeking to bring all of that energy and guidance as I feel inspired. And I literally was just like, I'm just going to do this. So that's why this is so random. I wanted to make sure that when I swiped up on the phone call that it didn't answer it, because that's happened before. Anyway, technology is always changing and it moves a lot faster than my change does. I flow at a slower rate than most people. I speak more slowly. I eat slowly. I process information slowly. I am just that slower flow. And honestly, I resisted and fought against that. And like I was at war with myself about that for so long. Got mad at why can't I do things as fast as other people? Why am I not this way? And now I am just in a space where I love that about me. I am methodical and careful, and I take my time and I make sure that what it is that I'm diving into is what I want to be doing. But along with that, I'm also opening to this idea of, I've always been pretty spontaneous, but really just taking that quick action where, you're diving in and just, okay, yeah, like I do most things very methodically and slowly and on purpose. And I really take time to digest and sit with things. But I also want to flow into that movement, also that quick, the rapids, right? Anywho, so today is red Overtone Skywalker. So what I'm going to do in this session is I'm going to read to you the excerpt from the calendar about red Skywalker while kind of throwing in my little asides as they pop up. I'm going to read to you about the tone 5. Today is a day 5 in the red moon wave spell. So that's why it's overtone. I'm going to read to you what overtone tone means. And then I also have a resource online. Open up for me, please. Open sesame. It's astrodreamadvisor.com is the website that I go to glean more information, because they have resources at our disposal. I think 13moon.com is another one. So I'm just another person who's sort of seeking to kind of share the information and maybe even offer my own unique spin. So I'm going to dive in to red Skywalker, which is tribe 13. The 3 keywords that flow with the red Skywalker tribe are explores, space, and wakefulness. Those are the 3 words. So the Skywalker, this is a quote from Overtone. That's the other thing about the Mayans. There's some words that are tricky to pronounce, but I am here for it. The Skywalker is the human taking flight in the imagination. So that is from Overtone. I'm going to lift this up so I can feel like I'm looking more at y'all when I read instead of down. Okay. The Red Skywalker is an ambassador of wakefulness, an explorer of dimensions within and without, a time-space traveler, a messenger of prophecy. The Skywalker glyph symbol shows empty pillars connecting heaven and earth. I loved that idea because the reality is we all have those empty pillars, that column that exists within our vessel that we can empty and fill and overflow at will with whatever it is that we choose to allow to empty, fill, and overflow. So that's really exciting. So it shows empty pillars connecting heaven and earth, and you are constantly connected to both the cosmos and Mama Earth at all times. What gives a vessel its usefulness in this is the space within it, standing as vigilant, clear channels, rooted yet fluid. We are conduits full of expansive emptiness. The Skywalker vibration invites us to transcend old paradigms, conditionings, and ceilings of limitation. Participate in the evaluation of consciousness by pioneering new perceptual avenues and trailblazing new lifestyles, which is totally what I'm trying to do right now. Connect heaven and earth by unifying intention with action. Bring star wisdom to the planetary whole. Skywalker advises, spiral into the depths of your inner resources. And what I love about that is we truly live in a spiral or a labyrinth where we are constantly coming back around energetically to dive more and more and experience similar things, to show up and express ourselves differently, to grow and learn how to better handle certain patterns and situations that keep spiraling back around in our life. So I love that. Spiral into the depths of your inner resources. Use every opportunity to observe and discover. Honor the energy of space and its power to influence our consciousness. Explore your capacity to continually reinvent yourself with deep roots into the earth and broad antennas into the sky. Receive the medicine your soul needs to endure life's transitions and discover trust in the unknown, because everything is unknown. We think we know, but we're co-creating on the fly, but there's a lot of variables that manifest from that, right? The counterbalancing energy of the Skywalker tribe is Blue Night, which embodies the power of dream. Let's be wakeful to the living dream as an outer reflection of our inner reality. How we are dreaming up our lives through every perception and response directly affects how we are exploring. All right, so that was Red Skywalker energy. Now we're going to move into the tone 5, which is Overtone energy. The three keywords that flow with Overtone are empower, command, and radiance. The principle of the center, governed by the number 5, allows the order of 4 to move as the seasons move around a common solar center. That's from the Mayan Factor, which is a book that I'm currently reading. Tone 5 is the principle of center, which animates the world of form. Understanding the 13-tone wave spell as a sequence, the radiance of tone 5 amplifies the form structured by tone 4. Measured and defined, form is secure and ready to be radiantly shared with the empowered expression of tone 5. All radiance emanates from a center point. Every individual has a personal center, a place of strength and stillness in the core of one's being, a point of autonomy and authenticity, an inner sphere of fearless, egoless self-love. This center connects us to the Earth's center and to the core of the Milky Way and to the spiritual heart of creation. Living from a communion with this center establishes a holistic connection between our inner and outer world, bringing an overtone of empowerment to all that we do. Tone 5 provokes us to connect with our truth and radiate that knowing. When we are in command of our own knowing, that radiance expands into the environment and empowers others to discover and shine their truths. Tone 5 embodies the power of nonlinear radial time. Overtone directs focus on the heart of the mother. Navigate as though you are shooting a film out of sequence. We affect all aspects of our experience by centering in the ever present now, this divine, generous moment. Center the mind in stillness, center the heart in love, center the body in breath, and you will find yourself centered in the cosmos. Oh, I love that. So I want to, that leads into, that's what I do in my space, my online sacred medicine space. I show up every Monday in the free space to do Monday Meditative Morning. And I share meditative practices and just information that's on my heart that the energetics are sharing with me at that time. If that sounds like something that resonates with you and you want to kind of continue to dive and explore through these energies with me on an ongoing basis, come on over to theharmonic.us. Again, it's free for you to be there. I also, on what I call Tune In Tuesday, I share Reiki healing energy within that group space, in that container. I go live every Tuesday and I share it with you every day. That is a subscription-based group. It's a low fee of $19.99 a month, and you receive that ongoing energy healing every single day, whether you are in that, all you have to do is be in that container, and the energy flows to and through you for your highest benefit every day at 9 o'clock in the morning, wherever you are in the world, because that's the intention that I set for that life force energy to flow to and through you for your highest benefit on the daily at 9 o'clock in the morning, no matter where you are in the world, to help you stay clean and clear energetically, to heal and strengthen and balance and align all of those energies so that you are performing at optimum levels to manifest the life that you are seeking to create. And then again, so we keep that ongoing process at week after week after week, day after day after day, building this community of high frequency, high vibrational energies and individuals with our focus on where we're headed, not where we've been. The focus is not in my group. The focus is not on where we've been. It's on where we're going all the time, constantly speaking into existence, vibrating out exactly what it is that we are seeking to create in this world. And I love the fact that Spirit has guided me into this space. So the last part of the Red Moon Wave spell, I want to read to you what this says, and then I have to go. My son's calling me where he has a sleepover birthday party that he's headed to, so he's really excited about that. It's the first one that he ever gets to participate in. Such a huge moment. I love growth. I love development. It's so exciting. Like he's his own little independent energy just bursting out into the world. And I love it. I love it. I love it. It's both terrifying and exciting and thrilling all at the same time, right? So being a parent is the best. It's the best. It's the best. Okay, so day 5, this day of overtone energy, right, is the question that is prevalent according to the Astro Dream Advisor and the energetics of the flow of the wave spell. So each day of a wave spell invites you to ask this deeper question for you to unpack and explore within that now moment, because it's going to change or spiral back around, right? And you'll see commonalities, but the question is, what is my core purpose? I'm going to ask, what is your core purpose for right now? Understand your purpose can and will change, and that's okay. Likely it will kind of be rooted in very similar, like a anchored purpose, but it's going to like morph and flow because the only constant in this life is change. So I'm going to read this and then I got a jet. Thank you so much for being here in case I forget to say that later. I absolutely just love being in this space and sharing this information with whoever pops on. So if you like this video, click that thumbs up for me. I would appreciate it. If you want to kind of stay tuned in to when this content is flowing out, I would love it if you would click the subscribe button and join my tribe, or hop on over to the harmonic.us where I'm in that space on a much more frequent and regular basis. Would love to connect with you in there and kind of help keep you focused on who it is that you're seeking to create. Not who you've been in your past, but who you want to step into and really like empower you to become that person, to to your best ability and just support you along that way. Oftentimes, the hardest part of becoming who it is we want to become is being anchored to those old identities. And the best way to release them is to be surrounded by people who see you and speak into you as you desire to be, not who you were, if that makes sense. So come on over to theharmonic.us. I would love to support you in that capacity. You are welcome. All are welcome in that space. I love diversity. I love challenging viewpoints. And I even love like triggering, because it all has medicine when you choose to see it that way. When you realize that your trigger is not an invitation to vomit everything that you think and feel onto another person, when you recognize that, oh, I'm triggered, I need to go in and figure out what the lesson is for me, that is when true emotional growth and intelligence begins to cultivate and percolate up within you. And I want to support you in that journey as well, because it is difficult and we all need support and accountability. And so that's what I provide in my space. All right, red Skywalker qualities: time space traveler, angelic messenger, courage, new directions, mysterious journey, explorer, fluid reference points, pillars of heaven, and compassion. If you're curious about what your kin is, that's what they call your tone and tribe of when you were born, comment, let me know, and I will connect you with the source online where you can figure that out yourself. Or if you want me to do it, we can chat about that. It'll be a small fee just because it's my time. But there is a free source online. If you want to do it yourself, that's totally fine. But if you want me to do it, I'm willing to do that for you. You just have to pay me a small fee for my time. Okay, so Red Walker represents balance in your life, not static balance. Ooh, this is what I talked about. I don't know if it was in here in my group, but I remember I talked about my idea of balance is not where it's even, Steven, steady, like just perfectly balanced. That's not reality. That's not the world we live in, but it's this like flowy wave-like balance of kind of juggling almost. That's sort of this idea of balance. Okay, so not static balance, but a dynamic equilibrium that includes both your present expression and your star-seeded self. In Red Skywalker's star glyph, you see that the pillars of heaven don't appear to touch the earth. You are the element that appears to be missing in the star glyph. You are the one whose expression of the light assists in drawing the pillars of heaven to earth. I'm going to bring this over here. I really like looking at you when I do this. All right. Joining these pillars in yourself can be viewed as reuniting your male and female aspects. Together in balance, we create the pillars of the etheric temples of heaven on earth. So I'm going to pause here for just a second to remind you, currently, right now, we are in the portal of the 1212 gateway. It wraps up on the solstice. And so that is absolutely all about the union of the one, the masculine, sacred masculine one, and the divine feminine two, bringing those together in divine union within and without. So I just want to make note of that's what's going on in the cosmos. And then we also have this day where that's what the Red Skywalker is also representing. Harmonic wisdom for Red Skywalker is balance, the movements of parts in pleasing relationship or harmony with one another. Balance in Red Skywalker is experienced as a dynamic equilibrium. It is both a sense and an attitude. The natural state of every system moves toward balance that is fluid and free as in a dance. That balance is experienced differently by each person. It is experienced differently by each individual person, but it often brings a sense of steadiness or centeredness, even in the midst of movement and change. When you are dancing, you can use your very state of imbalance to create the fluidity of the dance. Oh my gosh, I love that idea. So that is the energetics of Red Overtone Skywalker that we are in right here, right now, today. Again, whenever you find this, just trust that this is a message that you needed to hear at wherever you find yourself within the time, space, dimension continuum. It is all very fluid and all happening just within divine perfection for each one of us. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And again, if you like this content, hit that thumbs up for me. I really appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you want to know when I'm going live and sharing more information, or hop on over to the harmonic.us where we can begin to kind of build that community together and a little bit more closely. I love you, beautiful love light. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me here in this space. I truly appreciate it more than you know. I absolutely love you. I believe in you. I'm here to be your cheerleader and your supporter for you to harmonize with your highest expression and step into who you were created to be. Yeah, I'm just a cheerleader and a champion for us ascending into our highest expressions. That is my place and space as a healer. I absolutely feel honored and very humble that I get to do this. I love you. And again, until we are together again, beautiful love light, go shine. Mwah.